In today's video, we're gonna talk about some amazing new Blender add-ons that I'm sure you will find useful, from creating crowds, vegetation, animation, and much more. But before we continue, I wanted to let you know guys that we have a new YouTube channel called CG Vortex, and it is for news of 3D software and the CG industry in general. So if you want to keep yourself up to date with the latest add-ons and news, in addition to software updates and so on, you can find me there too. So we're gonna start with an interesting add-on. It is a new add-on that will make your models a lot more realistic, especially if you are modeling organic stuff like rocks, cliffs, old buildings, pillars, and so on. This add-on will allow you to procedurally add surface imperfections to your model, and you can do this easily in a short period of time, which is the purpose of using it in the first place. To be frank, I was surprised that the add-on even has a really simple interface. It even provides a free version to try the effect for yourself. However, you will be limited to only applying the effect, and to be able to further control the effect or use any other parameters, you will have to get the full version. The interface is divided into basically a few buttons. From the top, there is a checkbox labeled Add Bevel Modifier. This one applies a randomized bevel before adding the erosion so that your edges are nice and beveled. Right under that, you have the Erode-it button. This one will apply the modifier with tons of controls, which allows you to control things like detail level, erosion properties, smoothing, resolution, and my favorite, cut to the model, where you can apply deep cuts to your model, which looks awesome, and the apply button will apply the effect. And finally, this handy button called Copy Erosion, which helps you copy the erosion settings from the active object to the selected one. Still with proceduralism, we have an add-on called Procedural Crowds, which is really popular lately. It was developed by the same developers of Procedural Alleys. The add-on allows you to bring your scenes to life by adding crowds to it, which is obvious. However, the add-on doesn't stop there, because it allows you to control the crowd you added according to your exact needs. So you can choose to add between 6 different crowd types, and each type comes with its own preferences and settings. The first crowd type is called Audience, and here you can add a stack of people, and you can do this at once, or you can change the width and length of the crowd, and you can also choose an object for the character to look at. Also, you can choose a ground object for the crowd to adapt to. The second type of crowds is called Circle, which allows the crowd to be scattered around the circle. The third type allows you to make a crowd follow a specific curve that you draw manually. The next one is called March, and it allows you to move the crowd in a certain direction. And the last one is called Stadium, which I think is self-explanatory. Now we're gonna jump to something different, but it is really interesting, and it is highly related to performance and productivity. So if you are a 3D artist who uses GPU rendering in Blender, then it is most likely that you have encountered an issue of running out of VRAM, and this can be extremely frustrating. But we have MemSaver, which is an add-on dedicated to optimizing and reducing VRAM consumption when rendering large projects that can be taxing and limited when it comes to hardware. The way it works is really simple. It decreases the texture sizes of objects that are small in the final rendered image, resulting in a huge reduction in VRAM consumption. This makes it an incredibly useful tool when working with large scenes and big projects, or for those with hardware constraints that could benefit from optimizing their resources. Now talking about updates, recently the vegetation add-on Botaniq got its 6.8 update, and although it is just a small update, it came with many new stuff and big changes. The first thing you will notice with this update is the new category of assets, which is the Mediterranean climate assets, and it came packed with 50 new assets. The assets are trees, shrubs, and grass that can be found in dry Mediterranean climates, such as North Africa, the Middle East, African savannas, and also American shrublands. You can find some famous and long-awaited plants and trees such as olive trees, sage bushes, and also umbrella thorn trees. Another thing you will notice about this update is that the material system has changed because it has been reworked and cleaned up completely. So now, it will enable you to finally utilize the attribute system. Also, a lot of unnecessary steps and buttons have been deleted. Therefore, it is much easier and faster to use the material system, which is really great. Now, if you are an animator, I'm sure you will find this useful. We have a new add-on called AnimToolBox, which provides a set of tools and workflows for animation inside Blender. So this tool will improve your workflow when baking, animating, and rigging inside the software, from baking animation to parenting and applying constraints. The add-on is a must-have if you are an animator using Blender, in my opinion. So, the add-on is divided into 3 sections: Temp Controls, Anim Tools, and Rigger Toolbox. Temp Controls allows you to bake selected bones or controls into a new temporary adjustment rig, which in turn will control the original rig. The next section, Anim Tools. Here you can offset keyframes, which will enable you to offset all the keyframes of the selected bones. The next feature in Anim Tools is Copy World Matrix. This one will help you fix sliding lags, especially for cyclic animations, in addition to aligning objects with bones and so on, in addition to many other features that you can check for yourself. Now, if you are interested in line art, then that's a good thing, because line art in 3D has been getting very popular lately. So the add-on we're gonna talk about in this regard is called Line Art Curve Modifier, which is a Blender add-on that is supported by geometry nodes. Basically, it allows you to transform your 3D objects into captivating line art creations right inside the software. Although there is already a feature like this inside Blender, it is no match to this add-on, especially when it comes to the outcome quality, in addition to performance optimization, because it excels in so many aspects. So it has a lot of key features that separates it from the Blender default line art modifier. And one of the key differences is the ease of use, because even beginners can use it. This in addition to performance optimization, because Blender default line art can slow down your PC and it might sometimes even crash, especially if you have so many objects with line art applied to them. Next, we have a really amazing add-on, especially for modelers. This add-on helps you fix a lot of issues with doing precision modeling of any kind, especially if you have curved surfaces. And this is the case when it comes to automotive, product design, game assets, and so on. The add-on is called Surface Diagnostics, which consists of curvature graph and analytic shaders that will help you create better, well, surfaces. So what's under the hood? You will get a curvature graph and a couple of diagnostic shaders for different purposes. For example, the zebra shader. It is called zebra because when applied to a surface, it creates alternating black and white patterns like a zebra. This one is perfect for reflections check. This shader actually works similar to matte caps in Blender, however with more controls over the scale and texture rotation. We also have the ISO angle shader, which is also used to highlight and fix reflection lines by figuring out how and where the geometry is deformed, thus picking up any imperfections in the reflections. Next up is section shader. So once it's added, an empty object is spawned at that position of your 3D cursor. This empty will control the position, scale, and rotation of these lines. Last but not least, the curvature graph. This one I personally like, because it allows you to diagnose your topology and allows you to fix any inconsistencies of your model's surface. So guys, if you are interested in one of these add-ons, you will find the necessary links in the description. Also, if you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel so you can receive more videos like this. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.